In the previous lecture, you've learned how to practically apply the three-step pattern to generate a test suite in Claude Code. You're now going to learn how to create reusable test workflows in Claude Code. Because in the previous lecture, you had to type out all your refinements by hand. So for the next file that you want to create a test suite for, you will have to do that again. But the good news is Claude Code actually provides a few mechanisms to codify what you want it to do. And that is through the slash command, where you invoke it. So that's explicit, where you create a gen test markdown file, for example, and it only runs when you type it. Then you've got the agent skills, which is sort of in the middle. It's not entirely explicit. It's also not entirely automatic. But then Claude invokes it, so it's pulled in when the task matches its description. And then for an always-on automatic approach, you can use Claude.md. This is loaded into every session, and Claude's not going to ask you for anything there. So let's look at the slash command. So the first one there is the slash commands, and this is explicit and on demand, like I said. So you would normally create a markdown file and put it in .claude/commands. And this is where Claude's session will actually pick it up, and then it will make it available as a slash command. So similarly to when we said /models, you will see /gen tests, for example, if we call the file that. So the file name is the command name, and it runs only when you type it. So here is the slash command markdown that we're going to create just now. So description, generate a test suite for the file you name, and then it's going to take in an argument, and the hint that we're going to give is path to the source file. So that is the argument that will pass in. Generate a complete jest unit test suite for example, apply tiered pricing.ts, and then we will tell it to follow the standing rules in Claude.md. Now, I know we are first going to do the slash commands, but we always tell it to look there first. So when we do get the Claude.md, then it's going to look there for rules. And then we also tell it read the file and everything it imports. So that's the part where we explicitly said look at the types, and when we said look at the order.ts file, but now it's going to look at the imports and infer that. And then secondly, map behavior, paths, edge cases, errors, boundaries. And then 3, generate expected values computed from inputs. And then finally, run npm test and report. Now let's open up our IDEs to give it a shot. If you are still in your previous Claude Code session, like I am, section 3, lecture 9, then go ahead and exit it with /exit. And then we need to change directory. We are going to change it to lecture 10 /start. Don't invoke Claude just yet, because we first want to create our slash command. And then when we invoke Claude, it'll make sure to load the slash command into its context. So section 3, lecture 10 this time, start. And then we're going to create the slash command, like I said, to create tests for applied tiered pricing. So this is the applied tier pricing code, and you'll see that it actually contains a bug. You'll see there, quantity greater than 10, bug, because it should be greater or equal than 10. And we'll work on that just now when we generate our tests with the slash command. So before we can do that, we need to create a folder called .claude. And then in there, we need to create another folder called commands, because that's where Claude Code's going to look for your custom slash commands. Now, you've already seen the slash command in the slide. So instead of typing that out, let's go ahead and copy it from the end folder and paste it in the commands directory. So again, generate a jest test suite for the source file you name. Explicit on demand, runs only when you type gen tests. And then there's an argument hint that you'll see in action just now. All right, so we now have our gen tests markdown file. So we can invoke Claude, and then you'll see it opens it up in lecture 10 start. And then if you say /, you'll see gen tests there. So if we type gen-tests and say space, it's going to ask us the path to the source file. And we want the apply tiered pricing file. So we'll say @ and then apply tiered pricing. So that's the one. And then you can simply hit enter and it will start generating the test. In fact, I think it's first going to look for the Claude MD file that we don't have yet. So yes, there we go. Let me just maximize. No Claude MD in the working directory. Let me check parent directory. So I don't actually want it to do that. So let's see. And for that reason, I have actually renamed this Claude to claude.disable.md. So hopefully that causes it to miss it. Let's see. No Claude MD exists in the project. Note the test match is /tests and then the naming convention. All right, so behavior map, expected values computed from the document spec, not the implementation. I'm deriving gold at 10 from the document rule 20%, independent of the code writing the suite. So I haven't showed you detail about the function, to be honest, but my focus is more on the use of the / command. But obviously it is important to look at the code and understand what tests we are going to generate. So here it wants to create the apply tiered pricing.test.ts, and we'll give it permission to do so. And then it wants to run the tests. And before we do that, let's go ahead and look at the tests again. So this time we've got apply tiered pricing, and it is complaining because we need to run npm install. So let me create a new terminal. And you'll see that it resolves that error. If we go back to Claude, it wants to run the test. So let's say yes. So I'm sure Claude would have noticed that and ran npm install on our behalf. So there it is saying the following. It says 2 failures with different causes. Let me fix the one that's a test bug. Okay. And let's say yes. And you'll see that the discount rate was changed to 0.15. And then it wants to run the tests again, and hopefully it will find the bug just now, the code bug that I just showed you. All right, so done. 23 of 24 tests passed, the one remaining failure, a real source bug, not a test bug. So I'm leaving the test as is. Test bug I found and fixed. And then source bug is the one we showed you. So let's tell it fix the source bug. And there we go. It should be greater or equal than 10, because in the rules, you'll see that for gold, it needs to be 50% off when quantity is greater or equal than 3 and 20% off when quantity is greater or equal than 10. And it was just greater than 10, and that's the bug, right? So obviously we have that comment there, so maybe it was easier for Claude to find. Nevertheless, this is just for demonstration purposes when you do have a bug, and then let's say yes. It wants to run the tests again, and this time all 24 should pass. There we go. All 24 tests pass, including applies 20% off at the 20% threshold, quantity 10, which previously caught the bug. Okay, so now you know how to invoke your custom created / commands. The next thing we want to look at is how we can use agent skills. So like I said, Claude decides to use it when the task matches the description. You don't have to type it like a / command. And this is typically how an agent skill looks. This is the front matter. It's called generate unit tests. Description, generate a complete jest suite for a TypeScript module. Use when asked to write or add tests for a function or file. And then generate unit tests, prime context, read the module and everything it imports. So again, this everything it imports is the corresponding or referenced files. And then map behavior, paths, edge cases, errors, boundaries. Generate, follow the standing rules in Claude.md again, and then run npm test and report failures honestly. So we are going to do that, and we are going to say add unit tests for calculate shipping costs. And the description is the trigger. It's how Claude knows when to reach for the skill. So we're not going to explicitly say / generate unit tests, for example. Okay, so let's go back to our code. And again, we're going to copy from the end directory, skills, and then generate unit tests, and then in there skill.md. So copy that entire directory, and then we'll paste it inside of .claude. So skill, generate unit tests, and skill.md. So it looks a bit different than the one we had on the slides, but it's essentially similar. So generate unit tests, a repeatable workflow for turning a TypeScript module into a thorough jest suite. Follow the steps in order: the standing convention, framework file layout, arrange, act, and assert. Assertion rules live in Claude.md, apply them throughout. So we want this, although it doesn't exist yet. I just left it for the end because it's automatic, and I want to show you how you can go from, as manual as possible towards fully automatic, and not the other way around. And then priming context, map behavior before writing, generate the suite, run and report. Okay, so this is what we've got now. And now let's open up our terminals again. Just to make sure, I'm going to exit the session, and then we can enter it again. Okay, so now let's try it out. Let's copy the text there, add unit tests for calculate shipping cost. And that is under source shipping, calculate shipping cost. So we can look at the code there real quick. And we have this function, calculate shipping cost, that takes in order items, total weight in kilograms, and a shipping zone. And as you can see there, it's got a few checks to see if when the length is 0, empty order error, total weight should be bigger than 0. And then we start to calculate the rates and the subtotal and the free shipping applied and the billable weight, kilograms, etc. So let's actually go back to our terminals, and then we can paste our prompt in there. Add unit tests for calculate shipping cost. And then there, it's going to say it's reading that because that's the context. And then skill, you'll see that it did actually detect there's a skill, generate unit tests. That's the one we created just now. And then it's going to use the rules in there to create the test suite. And then it's going to ask me if it's allowed to create the calculate shipping cost tests. And I will say yes. Then let's go ahead and look at calculate shipping cost, the test there. Again, let me just close that for now. And then you see all the different scenarios being tested here based on our skill. Okay, if we go back to our terminals, then you'll see that it actually wants to run the new shipping test suite, and I'll say yes. And then done, added the tests, 22 tests, and all are passing. Behavior map covered, the errors, the happy paths, the billable weight rounds, free shipping threshold, the rounding, the boundary review note. As the skills doc comment predicted, the boundaries here are correct. So this is how you can use an agent skill to codify, for example, the generation of your Jest unit test suites. All right, so the last thing is for us to create a Claude.md file. So again, go to end and let's go ahead and copy that file. Now I deliberately, like I said, made it .disable so that Claude missed it. And then let's go ahead and paste it in there. And I'm going to rename that and call it Claude.md. Now I'm deliberately going to keep the session going so that we can test if it actually finds it. If we go back here, like I said, the last mechanism is Claude.md, always on convention. It's a markdown file at the project root, not in the .claude directory, and Claude reads it in every session. You don't need to provide it a command and you don't need any priming. So this is typically how it looks. Project order processing, test generation rules, the framework Jest29 plus tsjest, test mirror, source / under test / arrange actor cert as the structure, blank lines between phases, coverage, happy paths, edge cases, every error condition, assert the specific error type, assertions, compute expected values from inputs, never copy the implementation's output. And then we will simply test it as follows. We're going to ask it, what conventions are you following when you write tests in this project, to see what is it looking at? Is it looking at the skills? Is it looking at Claude.md? And hopefully it says Claude.md. Else we'll restart the session, try again. Okay, so let's try that out. Not with the comment. And let's see what it says. So it is reading the Claude.md file. And there we go. The conventions come from this project's Claude.md file. The skills defer to it as the standing rules. Here's what I applied in the shipping suite. So the skill defers it to Claude.md, and this time it found Claude.md. And if we go to our Claude.md, you'll see that it looks a lot like our output there, where we've got from the test generation rules, Jest29 plus tsjest, and this is exactly what we have there. So now you know how to make your test generation rules reusable by codifying them as / commands, agent skills, and using Claude.md.